14 minutes after the hour. We're joined this morning by Jarrod Cunningham, Captain of the Sylacauga Fire Department. And Jarrod, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us today, and happy Thanksgiving to you, man.
You too, sir. I appreciate you having me this morning.
Are y'all cooking turkeys?
No, sir.
You're not?
No, sir. We hadn't done that in quite a while.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you've been with the fire department a long time.
24 years. Yes, sir.
You've seen a lot come and go, right?
Yes, sir. A lot of employees, a lot of different administrations, a lot of different councils, a lot of different mayors.
This no burn order.
Yes, sir.
I understand there were some changes in some parts of the state, but what about here?
There were. Right now, we haven't received a change on ours. Talladega County is still under a complete no burn, and that does include recreational campfires or, any burning at all whatsoever other than like a barbecue grill. Surrounding counties around us are under a fire alert, and then our southern counties don't have any restrictions at all right now. Hopefully, if we get some more rain, the state will release us and we'll be able to go back to burning as normal.
Yeah.
But we do still require our citizens to get a burn permit, which is issued through the fire department. And that just lets us know who's burning, where they're burning, and what they're burning. I
was telling you before we came on, I've seen several instances during this no burn order that people are burning anyway.
Yes, sir. People want to do what they want to do. We have had to go out and ask a few people to put it out. There have been people that just told us that they didn't know that there was a no burn. A lot of people not on Facebook.
Yeah.
So we try to reach everybody as well as we can. But like I said, sometimes they're going to do what they're going to do. We just have to go and talk to them and see if they'll be nice enough to put it out, and then we won't have to go any further.
Yeah, we got the holidays upon us and Thanksgiving. A lot of people cooking those turkeys, frying those turkeys and stuff. You got to be careful doing that too.
Absolutely. There are a lot of fires every year by people that don't really understand the technique of cooking turkeys, and they'll drop them in too fast. They may still be partially frozen or may have water on the outside of the turkey from where they rinsed it off or it was thawing. And when they drop it down in the turkey fryer, the oil comes out over the top, and then that of course catches on fire from the burner, and then they totally dunk it. They release the turkey and let it go, and then that creates a very bad fire, grease fire around where they're cooking.
And that can hurt, but it just gets on you, man.
Absolutely. If it gets on the person that's doing it, it's definitely going to hurt them. And a lot of times, unfortunately, people have them inside their garage. And we've ran several fires inside garages where people were cooking turkeys.
We were talking about the no burn order a few minutes ago, and there are leaves everywhere.
Yes, sir.
And people raking these leaves up, and they're burning those leaves. If the wind blows any at all, that fire can spread in a hurry.
It sure can, especially dry leaves. Dry leaves particularly can blow into the neighbor's yard and catch a pile of leaves in their yard that may be, real close to a structure. So that's why we ask our citizens to call us, and sometimes we even go out and take a look at it before they burn.
Yeah. Very important city council meeting last night. And,
yes, sir.
The fire department, like other agencies, are grasping for money because monies are needed for the employees and that kind of thing. So walk us through this council segment last night with the fire department, and what were you trying to accomplish there?
Okay. So what we have gone through in the last few months is we've had several of our employees leave us. The reason that they're leaving us, they're going to surrounding cities that are paying more and giving better benefit packages. What Chief Osgood presented to the council last night was a competitive salary plan that he actually did a study of his own, comprised of numbers from our surrounding departments that are around us. To name a few, Ellick City, Talladega, Lincoln, Childersburg, like-sized cities. And we found that we are one of the lowest paid departments in our county now, where we used to be one of the highest.
Yeah.
So we've lost several of our guys, a number of 4 right now. We're actually 5 down, but we lost 4 within the last few months due to those employees getting better job offers that were 10, 15 minutes away from home. We need to catch that back up. Our pay plan hasn't been modified very much since 2008 when the Buford plan was implemented by the city. So what we're asking them to do is help us get back into a competitive job market with our salaries, to where we can attract new employees, of course, to fill the vacancies we already have. But the main thing that we're trying to do is retain the good guys that we have.
Sure.
We spend a lot of money hiring and outfitting our employees and then training our employees. When we lose a certified trained employee, we lose $20,000 every time they leave us. So when we have to hire someone else, there's $20,000 more plus what we just lost. So the salary package that we're trying to put together will be competitive in our area. It's not going to put us on the top, but it will help us to attract and to retain. And right now that's what we need. We need people that are going to stay 10, 15, 20, 25 years. You know, of course, we'd like to have everybody that we hire retire from Sylacauga Fire Department. Unfortunately, that's, you know, not always the case. We
You
do
had
have
4
Yes,
that have recently left.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And people may say, well, that's not such a big deal, but it can be a real big deal.
Actually, it is a big deal. When we're fully staffed, we have 8 persons per shift for a total of 24, you know, active line duty firemen. So with the 4 people leaving, that's about 20%. If we do not get the pay plan implemented in a timely fashion, we have 4 more people that have active job offers. They're on the table right now, and they were waiting to see what the city council was going to do last night and moving forward before they left us.
And you were pleased with how the meeting went last night.
Overall, the meeting went surprisingly very well. All of the council persons were supportive of what we were asking for. Of course, there was, you know, concerns, oppositions of some sorts. Mainly, they wanted to make sure that the funding was there. Councilman Perryman is extremely good with numbers, and he has looked into the budget and the projections of the sales tax increase and how things can be moved from one avenue to another to help support all of that. One of the main concerns that some of the council persons had was that they didn't want to just do something for the fire department. They wanted to make sure that they addressed all of the departments that were in need at the same time. And hopefully at the next council meeting, they're going to be able to address some of those issues and also look at the hard numbers that they requested to be brought in at the next meeting.
If there's any monies that are any adjustments on the pay scale and stuff like that, when would that take place?
At the end of the meeting last night, I asked them to give a strong consideration for it to go in effect in January. There have been several discussions about waiting until April.
Yeah, I'd heard that.
And unfortunately for us right now where we are, we don't have until April. The guys that are looking at other jobs don't have to wait that long to go somewhere else.
You've been here 24 years. Have you
Yes,
ever
sir.
seen us in a situation like this?
No, sir. I haven't. When I came here, firefighter jobs were pretty scarce. You had to really wait, you had to really work, you had to really put your effort into getting a good job at a good fire department. Right now, our surrounding area fire departments, there's probably 20 openings. A lot of those departments have seen a lot of guys retire, and when they retire, they are looking to backfill. That's not our situation right now. We're not retiring people out, so you know we're having to try to look at the overall picture and figure out what we can do to keep our guys.
And you know, firemen, employees, they have families, and
Absolutely.
You know, you're looking out for the best of your family.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it is. It's a competitive job market out there, and when somebody can drive 15 more minutes down the road from where they're already driving and make $10,000 to $15,000 a year more than what they're making here,
So,
they have to consider that.
Look at maybe Childersburg or Talladega. Where are we as far as competitive numbers with those two cities?
With Childersburg, our starting pay is around $5,000 lower than they are right now. There are several cities around us that are looking at implementing free health care, like family coverage health care.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, sir. It sure is. And that is a very enticing benefit package for an employee. So if they're getting $5,000 more salary plus free family coverage insurance, you know, those guys are really looking at what is best for their family.
So the fire department as a whole, coming out of that council meeting last night, is the next council meeting, is there supposed to be a vote or any kind taken?
That's what we are hoping for. They discussed that last night. They asked for a resolution to be drawn up with the hard numbers in hand, and they are anticipating being able to vote on it next council meeting.
Okay, and you get a feel of the meeting last night?
I feel certain that as long as the money is there, that we're going to have a unanimous vote, yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised that we had unanimous support of all of the council persons, although they did have concerns.
Sure.
And I think that's just them doing their due diligence and their own job to make sure that they weren't
as they should.
Exactly. Yes, sir. We trust them to be the stewards of the money. So we need to make sure that the right people are making the right decisions.
And it's certainly important that we all walk in unison together.
Yes, sir.
Because it's all about the city of Sylacauga.
Absolutely. And I think that was the main concern that Ms. Nix had, was that she didn't want to leave any other departments behind. Because, you know, the overall picture is that every department in the city is equally important. And it takes all of those working together to make the city run the way it should.
All right. Jarrod Cunningham, Captain of Sylacauga Fire Department, joins us this morning. Jarrod, thanks so much for coming by.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank
sharing
you for having us.
And any way we can be of assistance to you guys, you always got an open mic, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you. More Daybreak coming up right after you watch this.